Hello guys. So today's project is like I have to build a multi-tenant SaaS platform with project and task management. So SaaS stands for software as a service. So what it do is like it's a kind of platform where organizations or companies can come and they can manage their workflows, like whatever the project they are working on, multiple projects. Those all projects they can track that progress with the users who are working on that projects and all the tasks which have been assigned to each user. Those all things will be managed in this platform, this software platform. So I started working on that. So I will show you. I will take you to my code base. So this is the code base. So it's a kind of full stack application which is having a front end as well as the back end. So first of all, I will take you to my backend. So backend is having a lot of folders like models and database configurations, the controller methods and routes which I have provided. So these are all things I have mentioned here. Coming to the models, these are the models I have provided. This is the audit.log model, index model. Similarly, we have project models, we have task model, we have and tenant model, we have and then user model we have. So these are the models I have provided here. And coming to the routes, so what are the routes I have provided? The path, the endpoint, you can say, after which the API controller methods which is being executed. Those are all things I have provided here. So these are the routes. Auth route I have provided. These are the things which have been required also in my application. If you will see here, then it's here. In the backend part, it is mentioned there. So these are the endpoints which I have to configure. So those are all 19 endpoints which I have to do. I have configured here. So I will show you one by one the project routes which I have created here, the task routes which I have defined here, the tenant routes which I have defined here, user route I have defined. These all routes I have defined. So I have mentioned here. Similarly, I will take you to my middlewares. So JWT, that is the JSON Web Token for authorization, I have defined here. See, auth middleware I have provided. Similarly, error middleware, RVAC, role based access middleware, then tenant middleware. These all things I have provided here. So this was about the middlewares. Coming to the controller methods. So this is the controller, auth controller, project controller, this task controller, tenant controllers, this user controller. These are controller methods I have provided. So this was about the backend, and at the same time, I have to also containerize this application. So I have been asked to make a Docker file also for separately. I have to create for the backend as well as for the front end. So this is the Docker file I have created for my backend part especially, and this is the docker ignore, similar to that git ignore, the environment file which I will be definitely posting on the GitHub repository so that no any conflict or no any drawback will come later while evaluating. So these are the things. This is the package.json file. This is all about the backend. Now I will take you to my front end. So front end, the UI interface. So this is the thing. I will take you to my component, the pages which I have defined. That is the main thing. So dashboard page I have defined, the main home page which the user will be able to see. So like if a company is doing a login or register, so for that purpose also I have created the component. This is the register and this is the login. Now the sections are like project section is there. The company is working on which projects. So for that purpose I have created this project details and project list so that user can see what are the projects are there which is being in use. So this is the user list and task list also. These are the component, the pages which I have defined. This is all about the front end. And similarly, as what I have created the Docker file for the back end, in the same way I have created the Docker file for the front end as well. So this is the Docker file especially for the front end part. So this is all about the front end. And at the same time, I have created a global Docker file, the multi component Docker file. Here it is in compose.yml configuration. So this is having the configuration of both front end as well as the back end. So this is the Docker compose.yml file. If I will execute this, then both my containers, the front end as well as the back end, will execute and will be created. So this is all about the code base. Now I will take you to my containerization platform, that is a Docker desktop, to show you what are the containers which is being running on in my system. So I have done this Docker PS. Then you can see these are the three containers which is being executed here. So this is running here: front end, back end, and database. So here also you can see front end, back end, and database. These are all the three containers which is running right now in my system. So this is all about the containers. Now I will take you to my UI so that you can better understand my application, how it works. So let me log out first, log out, and then after I will log in with the existing credentials so that it will be somewhat quick and it won't take much time. The password I will enter here, and click the login button, and yeah, you can see here the dashboard page. What it consider contains is like total users, how many users are working on the different projects. Total 3 users are there currently. Total 2 projects are working. Total 2 tasks are assigned. These are the recent projects. Like what are the recent projects which have been opened and which is in use. So these are all the things. My pending task. This is the dashboard page. Coming to the projects. In project section, you can see what are the 2 projects that what you have seen on the dashboard page also. Like 2 projects are there. So those are all 2 projects you can see here. One is the e-commerce website. Second one is a kind of secure repository application. So if you want to see in detail, then you can view it here. This is the priority also I have provided, whether it's project is in high priority, medium priority, or low priority. These all things. The status also, whether it has been completed, is it is still in progress, or we have to still do it, like it hasn't been started yet. So these all things. Similarly, at the same time, if you want to define the task, like task which have to be assigned to different users, that also we can configure here. We have to provide the title, the description, the priority level, same time the status also, and the due date. So these all things we can provide here. At the same time, if I will go with the task section, my task. So these are all the tasks which I have created. So this is the high priority task, medium priority task. At the same time, if you want, then you can add also add the task. This is the assigned to me, like what are the tasks have been assigned to me. All tasks are here. This is the users, like how many users are working, what are the users currently is in work in this organization. So Ashish, Rana, these are the names you can see here. So this is all about my application. All roles also I have defined, whether it is user or admin, which based user it is. So this is all the functionalities which I have provided in my application, and it is definitely satisfying.